All right, welcome to the first show after the show, which
Yeah.
if you put the letter, that's Sats. It's the first Sats,
Ooh, I don't like it.
Show after the show. Sats.
right? It's Sats.
Yeah.
So
I thought you were going to say sass. Show after show. Sass is a lot better than sats.
Oh, show after show.
Yeah.
So basically, what we learned on this show is that I don't know whether you like Will Tye or Larry Donnell. That's the
I
first
think-
thing I learned on this
Yeah,
show.
or we could say what we learned on the show is that you don't listen to me. Because had you listened, you could have heard what I said.
It's a hard transition, having known you for as long as I have, to go from
Never
years
listening.
past when I tuned you out
Right.
to now occasionally listening.
I like Eli Manning's ability to throw touchdowns to the tight end, and that is all I like. I'm not a big Will Tye or Larry Donnell fan, but whoever is starting there will receive
Vehemently.
touchdowns.
So I had a topic. I was just going to throat this.
For
Throat
our-
it. I was going to throat this.
Throw it out there,
I'm gonna
man.
throw this out there. Because we had touched on the Dynasty mock that I'm doing.
Yeah.
And unless you guys have something more pressing that you want to discuss, I figure we can look into some of these picks and see what you guys think about this.
Absolutely.
Who's on the board right now?
Well, there's a ton of guys on the board.
How far are you from picking?
How far am I from picking? Let me.
I'll go on the record now. Taking Josh Gordon in the third was crazy.
I told you it was very, very aggressive.
but
it
there's
was
a difference
you could have had
between-
him in the sixth.
Exactly. I don't know
Maybe.
about sixth, but
Maybe.
You said Melvin Gordon's still on the board.
Yeah.
Right? What other wide receivers are on the board right now? Tell me that.
Wide receivers are depleted.
hold on. Let's go back to the third round where you picked Josh Gordon and see who was on the board then. What wide
there's
receivers
tons.
went?
Tons of guys. But this can even just turn into a Josh Gordon discussion. The reason I went with Josh Gordon there, I don't know where these people would value Josh Gordon. To me, Josh Gordon, if he comes back, which I think he is, all the reports, I mean, you can kind of trend what the news, what they're putting out about players who are suspended. Everything out of the Gordon camp is positive, that it sounds like he's going to fix his problems, he's going to turn it around, and he will focus on football. Josh Gordon, if not suspended, where do you think he would have gone in a dynasty draft?
If you knew he was back, you're saying?
I'm saying, let's say
Or
the
just-
suspension never happened, and because that's the risk. Let's say that risk wasn't
How old
there.
is Josh Gordon?
He's young.
Very
I want to
young.
say he's
22?
No,
24.
he is 24.
Where would he have gone? He would have gone in the top 10.
Yeah,
For sure.
first round.
And that's why him as a third-round pick is worth the risk.
Yeah,
to me.
I guess the issue that I have, which Andy already brought up, it's not that he's not worth a pick at the third.
I just think
It's
he goes
that you
later.
wasted that pick because you almost certainly, right now, while he is suspended in the life we're living in, could have got him in the fourth or probably the fifth, and you probably left out. I mean, it's the same reason we don't take quarterbacks early normally. It's not because they aren't good or they're not going to finish first. It's because you're giving up other talent that you could be drafting with those picks, right? So
Yeah.
I want to know who were the next four
Okay,
picks
so
after
let's go through the
Josh
next-
Gordon.
Yeah, the wide receivers that
So
went
the
after
next-
Gordon.
Doesn't
Wide
have to be wide
receivers.
receivers.
So Edelman, Green Beckham, Kelvin Benjamin, John Brown,
All right, you made the right pick.
Macklin, and then after that was Lockett, who I was really
Oh,
hoping.
okay.
I was
Okay.
hoping Lockett would come back to me, but you have to weigh.
No, I don't
like Josh Gordon.
It's not bad.
proven,
It's not
proven
bad.
elite wide receiver superstar.
The only guy
John
in
Brown,
that list.
Tyler Lockett would have been two considerations.
The only guy in that list that I would have considered would have been Kelvin Benjamin.
Yeah, and Kelvin Benjamin's coming off an ACL.
I like those other two a lot more.
For Kelvin can never be what Josh Gordon is.
Yeah, but you're right. But if Gordon isn't back, and he could, if
Correct.
one thing happens, he's gone. He's
All right,
done.
so-
he's
so
never playing.
let's
He's going
take-
Justin Black.
Let's take the dynasty out of it, okay? Not a dynasty startup.
talking Gordon.
Gordon's activated 30 days from now.
Where do you take him above? Who do you take him above?
Redraft. Where are we going to stat him? Where are we going to put him in our list of where you should draft him?
Second round.
Wow, you're going to
That
go that
high?
high?
Absolutely.
Oh, no way.
Just because of the risk?
Just because of
Martavis Bryant goes ahead or behind Josh Gordon if Gordon's back.
I would much rather have Martavis Bryant than Josh Gordon. Both
Interesting.
guys.
Both
guys to me can finish as a top 5 wide receiver. I want the guy who
I'd take Gordon.
I'm not worried about.
I don't think that Bryant can finish as a top 5 guy.
No, I
Not
don't
with
either.
Antonio Brown in town.
I don't either. Not top 5. That's a huge stretch. I mean, a guy who
He can do
he's
it.
never done it.
And that's actually a very good comparison because both talented. Martavis Bryant, he gets one more ding on his penalty checklist. He's gone.
That's fair.
He's gone for an entire year.
So you two are both Josh Gordon over Martavis Bryant next year.
100%.
Let's make ourselves a water bet.
Okay, so Josh Gordon is back for the start of the year.
Depending on if Josh Gordon is back next year, who finishes higher? Josh
Now, that's
Gordon.
not
Would this be our first 2016?
No, we
it's just a straight
had
up water
one.
bet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, all right.
All right,
Water bet.
That's how you close.
let's end it on that note right there. So
thank
thanks
you
for
for-
watching. Thanks for tuning in to the first show after the show. And if you have topic ideas for the show after the show,
Absolutely.
post them
Yes.
in the comments. We will read them. We will do some of that stuff on the show.
Yeah,
after
what
the
do you
show.
want to see in the show after the show?
It can be football topics. It can be non-football topics.
I really wanted this to discuss lunch today. Like, I'm starving right
Now, Josh Gordon is both a football and a non-football topic, so he covered both bases.
All right.
But, yeah, post those in the comments, and we'll be doing this every single episode. And make sure you subscribe on YouTube and on iTunes to the podcast. All right?
All right.
Farewell.